Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Tyson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive team.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He's still, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field,
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I think might be able to use the backside of the backfield.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week, 13 carries, 54 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got Lockett. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And the grab by Croft. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll look to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now back to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 2nd down, Tyson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 1. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Step, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Their mobile quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run it with Carson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
On 2nd down now, Tyson. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. The Dolphins on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Ready, break. 45, Mike, 45. Check pass. Deep grip.
On the draw, this is Smith. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 2. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. Well, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And what in the world? Not sure if he just heard a whistle there or what, but for some reason he spiked the football. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect the pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah. I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, there's still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On third down, Carson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense.
the ruling on the field is reversed.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught by Aguilar. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's Carson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll set up a throw, and it's caught. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all. The communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person. No one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Oh, he fakes a spike. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's a first down throw. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Back now in Miami. They'll run on first down. Fitzpatrick, and he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, pulled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe.
They'll set up to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's got them. It's
part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Here's Smith as he'll try to run some clock. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 11. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. They'll drop the throw. Aguilar has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll find Metcalf. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, it's Carson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And that's complete to Croft. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and run for it with Smith. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on now is the kicker, Josh Lambo. from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So the Dolphins now down by 4, a minute 40 remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Back to throw.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, the 30. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So now it's the Dolphins' turn. Trailing in this one now. Exactly 1 minute remaining. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burke. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Back to throw. It'll go as a gain of 25. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Go, 30 base. Mike 45. Let's go, D. Let's go.
49, check 49, check 49.
So the victory here for Seattle. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it, because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Caron said, leave your